and confess that there are so many different levels at which I find there is a relevance for me to be here. It's one thing for leaders, visionary leaders, and leaders who can execute things to have a dream. Leaders, visionary leaders, leaders who can execute things, have a dream and go about motivating people, facilitating, trying to remove all the hurdles so that that enterprising Indian who also has a dream of serving people, serving his patients, attending to the set of skilled doctors that he creates, so that they remain relevant with all the skills that they've acquired, sheer dint of hard work. And unless that kind of a support mechanism is provided, they are going to become irrelevant. And what a loss it would be for the patients and also for the society, for them to become irrelevant. All that has woven the story today for the brains to be successful. And for brains to be successful, you also needed a Mahalasa technology. And so many different participants, so many different players, all of them magically giving solutions for so many different people, qualified doctors, patients of different types. He listed the number of categories in which this one instrument, with of course supporting systems, is going to be relevant. So I go back to the point that it is one thing to have a visionary leader, a leader who can execute, a leader who can facilitate, a leader who can make the system be responsive to the needs of entrepreneurs, but it is a totally different thing when it comes to motivated people like Dr. Venkatramana to pursue diligently, go on tirelessly, other than being a doctor and being relevant to his patients, to pursue a dream that he can translate what he envisages as a very vital tool to reality, work together, talk in terms of, and even as he presented it, he was able to, like the way Sri Sundar Rajuji said, all this while I've been hearing you, but today watching the presentation I'm able to see what you actually have brought onto this world. Like that for us all to understand what actually was this. What would this, awesome sense of awe-creating frame does onto your brains? That which is once fixed makes you look like a warrior, but then what does it do to you? So that requires a kind of drive as much as, visionary leaders can have. And there are, I'm sure, several Venkatramanas, Dr. Venkatramanas, who can create many such a thing for us. And whilst I'm not decrying references to other countries, I think we have everything in the sense of not a platitude, but you have efficient doctors who can think at different levels. You have wonderful engineers who can translate their requirement into many other things. But I think what we don't believe is we also have several Sundar Rajus who can fund such things. You need several Sundar Rajus who can support Dr. Venkatramana, several such Venkatramanas, and it is the confidence that people like a successful entrepreneur like Sundar Rajuji can have, that he can do other things also and not just look at profit earning, but make that a relevant input for something which is going to bring difference to the society at a micro level. But several such micro levels are the ones which is going to build an India in which all of us can believe that we've had Dr. Venkatramana, we've had buds who can make it, and also not look at funders from outside, funders in India who can support such causes like Sundar Rajuji. So I think Bangalore is, in that sense, particularly blessed because you have all the three here. So for a national dream of Make in India, in fact, even if I risk sounding a bit political, For all those who suspect Make in India is not making much of us progress, look at this. So, it is possible for all of us, and I'm sure there are many more things that governments can do, many more things can be done by the government to make this a lot more replicable. Many such people to, replicate this example. This could be for a particular treatment, something else could be for communication, a third could be something else. But what a beautiful and ideal combination of a, information-based scientist, a life science person, a doctor, a practicing neurosurgeon, and a, person who could convert it all into some manufactured product. And actually speaking, it's so much to every individual's life who's going to be treated with it, but absolutely light. I thought it's going to be heavy, even as, I'm not trivializing it. It's so easy to handle too. So the designing, the materials used in its production, on so many different things you can actually talk about this. I can get the feel of it even the 10 minutes that I sat and heard it. But I'm sure for the users, for the expert doctors who are going to use it, it's going to make a big difference. But going back to Make in India, so it is not a futile call. It's a call for all of us. And I, for a minute, will take that time to thank the media, both print and electronic media, who have come to cover this program. Media's interest is what makes me feel very happy, because eventually, in the run for sensational political stories, we miss out on what individuals in India achieve, and such great achievements are this. So I honestly do mean every word of my thank you when I say thanks to media who've come in today and who've stayed here to see what this whole thing is all about. And that's the story of India which we need to propagate a lot more, with gusto, with energy, with commitment, because this is what is making our lives better. And this is what is bringing that betterment in our lives purely with Indians participating in it. We are not dependent on somebody for this. So that's the story which the media actually, without being goaded to do, should do it on their own, and I'm glad you're all here for that. And that is the ecosystem which, after all, the entrepreneurs want. They want to be, seen doing good things. They want to be seen making things which are relevant for all of us and relevant to the country eventually. So I'm so glad I was here. I don't think I have sufficient words to see something like this, where so many different people's energy, commitment, imagination, and the creativity have all come to play, only to give us a beautiful piece, I would think a piece of art in the medical world. Look how elegant it looks, and look how easy it is to use. A classic piece of art is that. And this has got such utilitarian value. So it's got everything in it. So I'm so glad I'm here. And my word of appreciation to all of you all. I don't think it matters at all whether I appreciate or not, but it's so obviously relevant for all of us. India can have many such dreams come true if only we all believe in ourselves. Do less decrying of India's own achievements. Oh no, nothing can happen in this country. No, look at that country, look at this country. Yes, look at them to get more motivation if necessary. But we can do it, it's been proven here. And therefore, I think it's for us to carry this good story forward.